speaking to you from the world of professional sports, where the drama of athletic competition is always unfolding. I welcome you to another edition of Howard's Opinion. This is Howard Closewell speaking, and today we're going to dive into a story that has significant implications for the Kansas City Chiefs and one of their promising young players. Ladies and gentlemen, the news broke recently that Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the Chiefs' 2023 first-round draft pick, has been placed on injured reserve due to a hamstring strain. This development is not only a setback for the player but also complicates his long-term outlook with the team. In my humble opinion, this injury could have far-reaching consequences, affecting not just Anudike-Uzomah's future, but also the Chiefs' defensive strategy. The facts are straightforward. Anudike-Uzomah, a defensive end with immense potential, had been working towards a breakout season in 2025. His contributions to the team, though limited, showed promise: 41 tackles, including 8 for loss and 3 sacks, along with 2 forced fumbles and 1 fumble recovery over his career. However, this injury, which is likely to end his 2025 season, raises questions about his role in the team's future plans. Tell it like it is, the NFL is a league where injuries are an unfortunate reality, but their impact on a player's career trajectory cannot be overstated. Anudike-Uzomah's situation is a prime example of how quickly fortunes can change in professional sports. One moment, you're on the cusp of a breakout year. The next, you're facing uncertainty about your future with the team. The business side of sports also comes into play here, as the Chiefs must consider whether to exercise Anudike-Uzomah's fifth-year option for 2027. Given his limited production and now a lost season, this decision will not be an easy one. It's a reminder that in the world of professional sports, performances are constantly evaluated and decisions are made based on what is perceived as best for the team. In conclusion, the injury to Felix Anudike-Uzomah serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of athletic careers and the complex interplay between player development, team strategy, and the business aspects of professional sports. We'll be keeping a close eye on how this situation unfolds and its implications for both Anudike-Uzomah and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is Howard Closewell speaking, and we've just begun to scratch the surface of what promises to be an intriguing season in the NFL. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Howard Closewell, speaking to you from the world of sports, where the drama of athletic competition is always on full display. Today, we're diving into a story that's got everyone talking: a heated confrontation between Tennessee Titans rookie quarterback Cam Ward and defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons. Tell it like it is, folks. This wasn't just your run-of-the-mill training camp scuffle. No, this was a clash of titans, with 2 strong-willed players going head-to-head in the sweltering heat of a 96-degree afternoon. It all started when Ward threw a touchdown pass to Calvin Ridley and celebrated with his trademark Zombieland move right in front of Simmons. But here's the thing, Ward also gave Simmons a shove, and that's when things escalated quickly. Simmons fired back with a 2-handed push to Ward's face mask, setting off a sideline storm. The offensive linemen rushed to protect their quarterback, and before you knew it, helmets were flying, and the practice field was turned into a chaotic scene. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is just training camp. It's all part of the game. But let me tell you, this was different. This was about pride, passion, and protecting your teammates. In my humble opinion, the fact that Ward stood his ground against Simmons speaks volumes about his character. The kid's got heart, folks, and he's not backing down from anyone. And as left tackle Dan Moore Jr. said, "Nobody touches our quarterback, period." That's the kind of mentality you want to see in a team, a sense of unity, of brotherhood, of protecting one another at all costs. Now, I'm not saying that Simmons was entirely in the wrong here. The guy's a defensive star, and he's known for bringing intensity to the field. But when it comes to your quarterback, you've got to be careful. You can't just go around pushing and shoving. That's not how you build trust. That's not how you win games. The drama of athletic competition is always on full display, folks. And this story is a perfect example of that. It's about the passion, the pride, and the intensity that drives these players to be their best. And as we move forward in the season, it'll be interesting to see how this Titans team comes together. Will they be able to channel this energy into wins, or will it tear them apart? Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Howard's Opinion. We've got a fascinating tale about the business side of sports and how it's affecting some of your favorite teams. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. This is Howard Closewell speaking, and we'll be back after this break. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion, ladies and gentlemen. As we conclude today's program, I'd like to shift our focus to the world of college athletics, where the drama of competition is always unfolding. In my humble opinion, one of the most intriguing matchups in the upcoming basketball season is the Texas Tech men's basketball team facing off against LSU as part of the USLBM Coast to Coast Challenge. Tell it like it is. This is a clash of two programs with rich histories and a strong desire to prove themselves on the national stage. The Red Raiders, with their 6-3 advantage in the all-time series, are looking to extend their winning streak against the Tigers. But LSU, under the guidance of head coach Matt McMahon, is seeking to turn the corner after a disappointing season last year. The drama of athletic competition is not just about the games themselves, but also about the stories of the athletes and the programs they represent. And in this case, we have a compelling narrative of Texas Tech, coming off a remarkable 28-9 season, looking to build on that momentum, while LSU is striving to rebuild and reclaim its spot among the nation's elite. In my opinion, this matchup has all the makings of a thrilling contest, with two teams hungry for victory and eager to make a statement. And let's not forget the significance of this game in the context of the college basketball landscape. The USLBM Coast to Coast Challenge is an opportunity for these programs to showcase their talent, test themselves against top-notch competition, and potentially propel themselves into the national conversation. But, as we all know, the world of sports is not without its challenges and setbacks. And speaking of which, I'd like to address the unfortunate news regarding Texas Tech running back Quinton Joyner, who has reportedly torn his ACL and will miss the entire 2025 season. This is a devastating blow for the Red Raiders, who were counting on Joyner to be a key contributor to their offense. In my humble opinion, injuries like this are a stark reminder of the risks and uncertainties that athletes face every time they step onto the field or court. It's a sobering reality that can have a profound impact on a team's prospects and a player's career. But it's also a testament to the resilience and determination of these young men and women, who will undoubtedly work tirelessly to overcome adversity and achieve their goals. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, these are some of my humble thoughts. The world of sports is full of drama, excitement, and heartbreak, but it's also a realm where we can find inspiration, community, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. So, let's keep the conversation going, and I'll see you all in the next episode.